This week on A-Way Outdoors, Greg Abbas, Michigan's 6-time state turkey calling champion, goes over some turkey hunting tactics that have helped him out in the woods. Then we head to the field with Neil Berthume as he tries to get himself a big gobbler.
He is beautiful, Dad.
A-Way Outdoors is brought to you by the Whitetail Institute, Outdoor Edge Knives, Shadow Hunter Blinds, Swarovski Optics, Hunter Safety Systems, Muzzy, Matthews, Quickie Quiver, Ameristep Marine Automated Docks, Larry's Taxidermy Studio, St. Joe River Bows, Botswana's Bow Hunting Supplies, Luminoc, Camel Creek Hydrographics, Civil War Magazine, American Digger Magazine, Mike Avery's Outdoor Radio Show, and A-Way Hunting Products. Innovative hunting products for today's hunter.
Today I'd like to talk about turkey scouting. To me, that is the key to success. Now, once you've located maps that show your running water, your rivers, your creeks, or your satellite images, it's important that you go out and scout this on foot. And what you're going to look for, ultimately, again, is the roost. But first we need to find some sign, make sure there's a lot of turkey in the area, huntable numbers. Tracks is what I like to key in on the most. When we hold the Turkey Tech University, people come from all over the country, and we usually take about 25 people. We go in the woods and we scout, and I show them how to read the sign, how to tell what time birds are coming through from their tracks, just things that I've learned over the years. Tracks will tell you a lot, and I'll look at the people that are looking down at the tracks, and I know that's a person who's thinking. Sometimes I'll see people that just say, oh yeah, a turkey's been here, and they walk on. Boy, you're missing it. Tracks will tell you, number one, if the gender of the turkey. Is it a gobbler? Is it a hen? The track of a gobbler is probably about 5 inches long, whereas the track of the hen is maybe a little over half that size. It also tells you what direction they're traveling in and where they're coming from. And I want to know these things because when I take someone out hunting, I've got plan A, which is the roost bird. If that don't work out, I've got plan B, where I might need to get to a certain spot where I know they're going to pass through. Maybe not at first light, but maybe 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. That's my plan B bird. Plan C bird might be dusting bulls, where it's late morning, early afternoon. Plan D might be calling down into the river bottoms where they're hanging out during the day to cool off. So we always have a plan. We never quit. But for any of these plans to work, you need to do some scouting. You can rely on calling only so much. If they answer you and they happen to come in, hey, that's great. But a lot of times it's going to come down to positioning yourself to be the key to success, or using your woodsmanship skills to use the lay of the land to make your movements. Sometimes if there's a gobbler on the other side of a knoll or hill, you're certainly able to use the terrain to your advantage to move and get out in front of him. If you always think, where is he headed? How can I get out in front of him? Chances are you're going to help your success, because a lot of times these gobblers are with hens, and all the calling in the world is not going to bring them into you. You need to figure out where they're going to go and how you could beat them to that spot. I found it to be very advantageous for me to learn the lay of the land better than that turkey. I know the trails well, I know the hills, the terrain, and I'm able to maneuver and get out in front of these birds. And that will definitely help you be successful in the woods.
Don't go away. Greg has some more tips on how to help you in the turkey woods right here on A-Way Outdoors. This portion of A-Way Outdoors brought to you by this fine sponsor. You have a hunting product invention and don't know who to turn to? Fred and Greg have been in the hunting product business for over 25 years and will guide you through the idea stage to production and marketing. Act on your idea or else someone else will come up with the same thing.
Now let's say you've located an area that holds these tracks, these feathers, dusting bowls, you know you're darn close, but you just not found the roost. A trick that I've often used is, let's say it's before the season. What I'll do is I'll go out before daylight. I'll set up maybe 100, 150 yards away from a river where I've seen a lot of tracks and turkey sign. And I won't take any calls with me. Leave them home. You do not want to educate the birds. Wear camouflage from head to toe. Just sit up against a tree and listen. When it comes daylight, that turkey's going to talk without you saying a word. He naturally wants to attract hens, so he's going to gobble from the roost. Pay attention to what direction that gobble comes from. If it's coming from back here, okay, try to locate which stand of trees it's in. Now once he gets down on the ground and starts to walk off, pay attention to what direction he goes when he gets off the roost. Probably 75% of the time he's going to follow the same routine day after day after day. So let's say, for example, he hits the ground and he heads to the east. All right, you note that. Now once he gets far away where he's not going to see you, go into where you heard the gobbling from the roost and look for the roosting location. Not only do they have their favorite tree, they have their favorite branch, and you're going to find a lot of droppings underneath. And it's very important to know the difference between the dropping of the hen and the gobbler. The hen dropping is more round and popcorn shaped, whereas the dropping of a gobbler is more tubular, kind of like your finger, a little hook to it, kind of like a J shape. They don't splat when they hit the ground. They do break up. So if you find a limb that has a whole bunch of droppings, pay attention and see if it's gobbler or hen. And walk along the tree line, because it's going to tell you how many birds are in this group. You're going to be able to see different piles of droppings, and there might be a big flock of birds there, or there might be several gobblers. And you know, if you're hunting with a partner, that's good to know, because you might be able to double up. Now what you're going to want to do next, if there's a trail there in the woods, I guarantee you when he comes down, they're going to follow that trail. They want to take the path of least resistance. Just go and confirm it. Make sure you see some tracks on the trail. If there's not a trail, then they're going to follow a ridge like I have behind me. They're probably going to walk the top of that for a little ways first. But if there is a trail, set up maybe 80 yards from there, from the roost, walk down there and find a tree that breaks your outline, one that's larger than your shoulders, and maybe put some debris in front of there, some fallen logs and branches. Build yourself a little blind, or you could set up some netting. And when it comes time for your hunt, sneak in there well before daylight, at least a half hour before daylight. Don't be afraid of spooking the birds. Deer regularly walk underneath, raccoons. You don't want to walk directly under the roost, but it's okay to make a little noise as you're going in. If you're crunching a few leaves, that's just part of the activity in the night. When it comes daylight, go really quiet. And I'm not going to make any sound until that gobbler gobbles. Now when that gobbler gobbles, he's telling me now it's okay to make your sound. So I'm going to turn the volume real low on a push button call. Just do a few tree yelps. That's just basically telling him, hey, there's a hen roosted over here too. He's already wanting to be in your direction, so you don't have to do a whole lot of calling. Just let him know you're there. He's going to gobble. Resist the urge to call. He already knows you're there. You might want to give it maybe 7 to 10 minutes later. Just reinforce one more time that, hey, I'm over here. This is where you want to be. If it's a windy, rainy day and he's not talking much, that's the advantage of your scouting, because he's going to fly down. He's going to follow the same routine. He's going to walk right past you. You're going to get your shot. Well, as simple as this was, this has always been a very large key to success for me, and I hope it brings you success as well.
Stay right there. When we get back, we're going to head into the blind with Neil and Jay as Neil tries to get himself a big Michigan turkey. Closed captioning for A-Way Outdoors brought to you by this fine sponsor. Are you tired of gobblers getting spooked by your decoys? Turkey Skins are real turkey feathers sewn on waterproof fabric, making your decoy look like a real turkey. To get your turkey skins or for more information, visit awayhunting.com. This portion of A-Way Outdoors brought to you by this fine sponsor.
The Whitetail Institute of North America, where research equals results. Call today and we'll send you our Producing Trophy Whitetails DVD and 6 sample seed packs, free, All you pay is $7.50 shipping and handling.
Well, spring season 2012 couldn't get here soon enough. After a long Michigan winter and watching birds throughout the winter, our hunt just didn't start the way we wanted it to. Our hunt started the first weekend in May, and it was the second weekend in May before we even had a chance to get out. Things were going pretty good on our first hunt. We had some birds gobbling to us off the roost. We called them off and they came down in the field, except when they hit the field. They did a 180, went the other way from us, and walked to the end of the field where two other hunters shot some of our birds. So not the season we were hoping for, not the start we were hoping for, but things started to get a little better from there. Well, my hunting partner Jay Allen called me one evening right before the weekend and said, "Hey, I think I got a good spot." He said, "I've got 6 or 7 good toms that are coming out into a corner of a pasture." He said, "And they're back from the road, they're really hard to see." He said, "I think I can get permission to hunt it." So the following weekend came around, the 20th came around. We slipped in early, set up our Ameristep blind. Things were just getting light, and well, turkeys started talking and they were close. So Jay and I are sitting in the Ameristep blind, and it's just getting light, and this good tom gobbles, and he's within 50 yards of us. It just started to get light, and we heard him fly down. Out of the corner of the Ameristep blind, Jay kind of tipped back and looked through the back of the corner of the window, and he says, "Good bird, he's on the ground, he's coming." Finally got out into view where we're going to shoot him. He started out and he was about 35 yards, and I was ready to shoot that bird, and all of a sudden one gobbled, and I mean it felt like the whole blind moved. And out of the corner of our eye you could see him coming across, and he was spitting and drumming, and he was within 10 yards of us.
That happened fast. We didn't even apologize for no interview. It just barely got light, and these birds weren't roosted 50 yards from us. In fact, when they flew down, we probably could have shot them, other than they were on the other side of the carnivore blind. We couldn't get a shot, but almost let them get too far on us. We're trying to get some really good footage, like coming to the turkey skin. And the way we had the blind set up, we had the turkey skin way off to the right, and I had to move way over to get my gun out the window to get a shot. We wanted to maybe kill both of them if we could have, but well, that was fun. That was fun. He came by the blind probably 10 yards. I don't know if you can hear him on the camera or not. He's dragging his wings and puffing up. You could hear him filling his chest cavity up. That was fun.
And we almost milked the footage too long. He continued to cut across in front of us and work out to the turkey skin. The turkey skin set off on my right, which was fine, but as he continued to move, he kept getting further and further and further, and he was almost getting out of my sight window. So I told Jay, it's now or it's never, we gotta make this happen. And I leaned out around, managed to get a shot at him, and dropped him about 30 yards right in front of the turkey skin.
Well, we sat here probably another half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm gonna go take a look at this bird. My buddy Jay found the spot like he usually does. Nice bird. Come on, let's go take a look at him.
When A-Way Outdoors returns, we'll get a closer look at Neil's turkey. Closed captioning for A-Way Outdoors brought to you by this fine sponsor.
Outdoor Edge offers the highest quality hunting knives, combo sets, and butcher kits. Each knife holds a razor's edge to make field dressing and home processing easier. Ask your dealer for Outdoor Edge knives or visit our website at OutdoorEdge.com.
Well, it's May 20th, 21st? I don't know. Anyways, culmination of a kind of a long season for us so far this year. We've had birds. It's just been, they've been henned up. They've been hard to call away. We got really warm weather here in March in Michigan this year, and it sent some of those birds into their early season breeding, and it's been tough. Jay found the spot for us. He spotted these birds kind of in the back of a cow pasture, and hey, he had her like he usually does, right down to a T. So came in this morning and got a good bird. It's been a good season. Would have liked to shot it with our bows, but it was one of those deals this morning where we were trying to be greedy. We knew there was a couple birds here, and hey, I'm tickled for one. I get to run camera now, which if you've seen us at A-Way, this is pretty typical. Jay will get a day or two to hunt, but it should be enough time for him, I think.
Yeah, we've got Memorial Day weekend coming up, and that's when I usually kill them. So.
Yeah, you got one weekend left, but good luck with that. But hey, we know there's more birds here. I really don't think the other bird didn't even know what happened. This carnivore blind is fantastic. He walked within 5 yards this morning, and then we got away with two big guys in there, two cameras, and everything else going on. So I'm pleased with it. We're gonna get him tagged up. We're gonna get him in the truck. We're gonna get going. Jay's got an hour or so yet done today, so I don't know why that won't work for him. So
Really, the whole hunt lasted probably less than 15 minutes. Thanks to my buddy Jay. It seems like every year he finds a good bird for me, and well, that's how my hunt usually goes, quick. But we did some quick interviews afterwards. Had about 1.8" spurs and probably 10" beard on him. A good Michigan gobbler. But we wanted to get out of there quick, so we got him in the back of the truck, took some photos, and got out of there because we knew there was that bird. But like Jay had told me over the phone, he'd seen 5 or 6 good birds in there. So we got out, and the plan was to come back again the following weekend, see if we could get Jay a bird.
one more job to do. Outdoor Edge. This is going to get put to use a little bit later too. This Outdoor Edge Fish and Bone. We're just going to tag this bird up. My daughter shot a bird earlier this year. That's the first time I used the Fish and Bone. Excellent job for breasting the turkey out. Great job dressing them. Works pretty good on fish too. So check them out at Outdoor Edge. Well, there we go. Get another job done. Let's go get you a bird. Take this guy for a ride. How's that sound? Good job, this man.
Hi, my name's Mark Trudeau with the Whitetail Institute. As you all know, I'm the National Sales Manager. We really appreciate your business over the past several years and growing the company as we move forward. we do have one product that we introduced last year. As you all many may know, the Whitetail Forage Oats Plus. We ran out because of the limited quantities. This year you may certainly want to put your orders in soon, so you're assured to have it. One of the other new products we have going to be available this spring is the new Whitetail Edge. It is a perennial. We're very excited about this. We worked many years on this, almost 7 years, and it's a mix of several different cultivars, some real exciting ones, some which are in our perennial products, which are right now, and a couple of new ones. So be looking for this coming this spring at your local and favorite dealer.
If you want more information about this product or other products that Whitetail Institute has to offer, then go to their website, www.whitetailinstitute.com. A-Way Outdoors is brought to you by the Whitetail Institute. Outdoor Edge Knives, Shadow Hunter Blinds, Swarovski Optics, Hunter Safety Systems, Muzzy, Matthews, Quickie Quiver, Ameristep Marine Automated Docks, Larry's Taxidermy Studio, St. Joe River Bows, Botswana's Bow Hunting Supplies, Luminoc, Camel Creek Hydrographics, Civil War Magazine, American Digger Magazine, Mike Avery's Outdoor Radio Show, and A-Way Hunting Products. Innovative hunting products for today's hunter. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Remember, you can hook up with Greg, Fred, and the entire A-Way team at facebook.com/A-Way Hunting. We've also hooked up with the sportsmen in North America, and we'll be giving away hunts, ATVs, and a whole lot more. Just go to awayhunting.com for giveaway details. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.